The slow, spontaneous emission, slow, spontaneous expression of mass difference fluid, slow, spontaneous expression of mass difference fluid is known as emission. Is known as emission. Okay, again change paragraph and next write down. On further increase in sensory stimulus, on further increase in sensory stimulus, on further increase in sensory stimulus, action potential spills over. Action potential in sensory stimulus, action potential spills over. Understand the spillover? Spills over the parasympathetic neurons. Spills over the parasympathetic neurons. Spills over the parasympathetic neurons and activates the sympathetic nerves. And activates the sympathetic nerve. Okay, full stop. This causes and activates sympathetic nerves. Full stop. This causes sudden, forceful ejection of semen. Sudden, forceful ejection of semen, known as ejaculation. Known as ejaculation. If somebody asks you, in a male sexual act, what are the 3 stages? What will you say? In sequence? Erection, emission, ejaculation. Correct. Erection, emission, ejaculation. Now this is not the usual questions asked in entrance exam. Usual question is, which of these stages are guided by parasympathetic stimulus? Ejaculation is because of parasympathetic stimulus.
Emission.
Erection. Now erection or emission? He says emission, both of you are saying erection. Okay, and emission is under? Under which stimulus? Which parasympathetic? So I am asking that which stage is under parasympathetic? Yes. So erection and emission are under parasympathetic control. And what is under sympathetic control? Not ejection, ejaculation. It's a word. Okay, ejaculation. Got it, everyone? This is the usual question commonly asked in entrance exam. Real one. So, got it, everyone? So, if suppose, basically this question goes first to the males. Suppose this area related, any defect comes out. We have discussed so many defects. So if there is any problem, any disease that occur related to this area, so whom to visit? Like if you really want a specialist consultation, which specialist to? What did you say? Gynecologist is for females. Is a doctor who specializes in female body. So any male knows it? If any problem arises from whatever we have discussed till now, this area, whom to visit? घर पूछ करो सारे डॉक्टर. Are any female notes? If there is any trouble coming up in the male genitals, whom to visit? No. Yes ki no? No. So remember the specialty the department which deals with it, that is the urology department. Huh? These guys don't know. Others tell it to me. So otherwise, see your that knowledge will go unestimated, uncalculated, unpredicted, unutilized. So, so urology is a department who actually deals with these areas. All right. Let's begin with gynecology next. We'll discuss about gynecology. All right. So, when it comes up to gynecology, we'll start afresh. So you understand, if we have spent so much time on the male, so what do you think? We have to spend less time on females or more time or same time? More time. So this much overestimation everybody has. Cool. Why? Why do you have to spend more time on the female? Because they carry the baby. Yes, no more. ये कौन सा रीजन होगा? बिकॉज वी हैव कैन बी ज्यादा बात करते हैं. नहीं अभी मेंस्ट्रुअल साइकिल के बारे में बात.
What is the female genital?
You can't see. But you can see the male genital. Oh my god. Exhibition है मेरे पास. ये क्या है कि we can't see the female genital. जिसको देखना है that person can see both. जिसको नहीं देखना है तो neither be able to see this time. So why do we need to talk more on the female? The equalization, we have to speak equal amount, but here we have to speak more. Why? Because it is more complex. Actually, nothing is complex here. There is extra accumulation, and that is the main problem. Well, actually, males have got. Tell now. No, nothing is complex in human body. Actually, the issue is this: in males, whatever we discussed, more of it is external genitalia. Do you observe it? Similar amount of material is there in the female external genitalia. Plus, another equal amount is present as the internal genitalia. So basically, the labelings, number of structures, and its functions are sort of double. Getting the point? So, let us begin with gynecology. Achha, since we are discussing gynecology, so let me make one thing very clear from the beginning only. That we are discussing gynecology for the female body parts. So here we are going to discuss about the female body parts. So here only I am going to discuss about the breast and the function. Usually, according to your study material, breast and its function is given after birth of the baby. Partial research. Okay, over there it is given. So since we are discussing the structure, we will finish all those structure related things here only. Small topic, so we will finish it, but later, not right. So first of all, let us begin with the female genital. So first, a basic question: what is the name of female genital? Like male genitals is called as penis, external genital. is penis. वैसे ही, what is female external genitalia called as? Vagina is not the female external genitalia. What? Vulva. Very good. Remember this. Female external genitalia is vulva. Now, what is vulva? Like I defined that penis is basically a pendulous cylindrical structure, muscular structure. So, can you define what is vulva? Vulva V-shape. V-shape. That's कोई भी structure. So any other idea? Any other little bit scientific idea? हाँ कि ना? No. अच्छा, here there's a fleshy structure that leads to the vagina. Why is everybody directed towards vagina? There are a lot of other structures also. What is more important than the vagina is a urinary part. So that is beyond vulva or that is inside vulva. Should I include that in vulva? Should I not include it in vulva? Include in vulva, rest oblique says not include in vulva. Many is to 1 ratio, right now 14:20. Females don't have a separate urinary. Yes, that is why I am asking that should I include it or should I exclude it? I should include it. Okay, now she says including. So 2 is to many. Polling is on. You can change your opinion. Okay, you said initially you said vagina, right? I ask a very basic question. Common sense way. Vagina is a part of external genitals or internal genitals? So why were you telling over here? Vulva is external genitalia, na? So why are you talking about vagina outside? Vagina, for those people who don't know, it is a tube. So how can a tube be present outside? Tube has to be inside the body, na? So it is a part of internal genitals, not external genitals. So now comes up again the $1 million question. What is vulva? Huh? $1 million. ट्राई करना है क्या? तो बता. I don't do that. इसके लिए $1 million के चिल्लर भी नहीं मिलेगा. हाँ बता. Yes or no? No. इधर no. अच्छा इधर तो you said no. All right. So remember this. Write it down. The female external genitalia or vulva. The female external genitalia or vulva extends from mons pubis anteriorly M-O-N-S P-U-B-I-S. Mons के बाद space, then P-U-B-I-S. Mons pubis anteriorly and the clinical perineum posteriorly. Clinical spelling पे you know P-E-R-I-N-E-U-M. So now write down next point. Mons pubis is a fatty cushion area. F-A-T-T-Y fatty. C-U-S-H-I-O-N cushion. Fatty cushion area located over located over pubic symphysis. Pubic symphysis. Symphysis. Pubic symphysis. Okay. Full stop. Post puberty. Next point. Don't write next point. Full stop. Continue. Post puberty. This area. Post puberty. This area houses pubic hairs. Pubic hairs. Do you realize? This is the mons pubis wala area. I hope you understand. This is the abdominal portion, buttock portion, anus. Now here is going to be the vulva. So vulva extends from where to where? Mons pubis area, and this is the clinical perineum area. Okay. Now over here, what we will see is that there is present this lip kind of structure. Okay, there will be present this lip kind of structure, and we will call this as labia majora. Very labia majora. Inside this, you can write your drawing, but you can draw first. So inside this, you are going to observe that there is another structure present. And this is another fold. Is it understandable that this is another fold? This is the labia minora. And this area, this is called as what? This is the prepuce. Okay, this area, this is the prepuce, and this is of course the labia minora. So prepuce is there in female also. What do you think? In female sexual act, erection should be a part or should not be a part? Should not be a part. Do you remember last class what did I tell you? That erectile muscle, is it present in female? Yes. So what is it? Can be for decoration purpose. Erection has to be there. Done everyone? अच्छा वैसे if we observe a female genitalia, if we observe a vulva, okay, so what do you think? We will be able to see this? If we observe a vulva, invisible. So will this structure be visible? One person goes to a gynecologist. Gynecologist says मैं तो कुछ नहीं कर सकता. तो तुम्हें जो भी प्रॉब्लम है वो इनविजिबल चीज पे हुआ है. दिखता नहीं. हाँ, so will this be visible? हाँ, what did you say? Yes. No, wrong. गलत जवाब. हाँ? Okay. Close, yes, yes. See, actually, na, this structure is not going to be visible in a normal female. Why? Because normally the two labia, they are not getting open. They are not open like this. They join with each other. They fuse. So it is like the arrangement is more like you can imagine that there is a book, and inside the book, imagine there is a card, a greetings card. So normally, if the book is closed, can you see the greetings card? No. So first you have to open the book. So when you open the book, inside again you will be able to see that there is a closed greeting card, which again you may need to open. Now sometimes what happens is if the greetings card is adherent to the book page, then when you will open the book, automatically it can open up. So definitely, this is not what you are going to see in a female, normal girl. In our language, we call it as multiparous women. Multiparous women, you don't need that. Basically, a person who has given birth to many, many children. And all transvaginal. Through the vagina, birth has taken. First delivery is very painful. Na? Second might also be painful. But imagine a lady who has given birth to 9, 10, 11. I think the last child should walk out. Like full jagah hai. This complete room. Because see what happens is, with every normal delivery, the elasticity is getting lost now. So imagine, like I don't know whether you know this or not, but earlier grandparents, they are full team. Plus minus is up. Okay, so imagine over there is the 11th child is like the tail end batsman is coming out. Okay. Or the opening bowler is coming out. The bowler can just walk out na. Chance. मैं आ गया और आ गया. Whatever it is. So initially it is the trouble. So in then you can see if it is a multiparous woman who has given multiple birth and all through the vagina, in her this is somewhat you are going to see. But in a normal nulliparous or a virgin female nulliparous woman means the person has performed sexual intercourse but has not given any birth yet. Or monoparous, like single child, two child, won't be able to see. Then what is this? How do we observe? Like if you are really, since you are studying gynecology, so we have to know that how to check. Suppose I have to go for a checkup, whether there is any infection or not. How to do that? So for this, doctors use special speculating instrument, speculum. And with that, this needs to be widened. So with that instrument actually widens it, and only then you will be able to see it with proper illumination. Otherwise you won't be able to see. So from that point of view, Vyasa what she said is correct. That we can't see. But it doesn't mean like we can't see at all. It is like शिद्दत से चाहो तो कुछ कायनात हो जाए. If you really want to see speculum, मिल ही जाएगा. So, okay. So, if you want to see, then this is the way it should be visible. Otherwise, it doesn't give. Okay. Now, over here, do you see that there is a labia majora fusing posterior? So, the point of fusion of labia majora posteriorly till the anus, that is clinical perineum, right? Similarly, do you observe that there is a area where the labia minora fuses? Isn't it? Now the distance between the fusion of labia minora and the fusion of labia majora, this area is called as foresheet. Not like sheet. This CHE-double-T-E. And don't pronounce it as Ponchi. And silicon. So there is foresheet. That is posteriorly between the fusion of minora and majora, and posteriorly if we talk about majora and anus, that is clinical perineum. Anteriorly, fusion of labia minora, labia means the lips, na? So both sides has to be present, so they will fuse. So anteriorly the fusion is called as prefuse, which is going to cover the, which covers the तो यूज करो. Anteriorly, labia minora fuses to form prepuce, developed, which covers the covering vulva. शक्ल देख के लग रहा है. It covers labia minora. Who's opening? Very good. But prepuce, where did you hear it last time? So last time what was prepuce doing? It was covering. What is the organ it was covering? Organ. Penis. So here what should it cover? There is more beyond vagina. It should cover clitoris. But from childhood, you have learned this only. That female head of vagina. First, khatam. What is there in the female genital? One baat karna. From where does urination take to? उसका अलग है. तो female genital का क्या vagina? यूरिनेशन वो अलग है. अरे तो फीमेल जेंडर क्या है? क्या है यार? और भी तो कुछ बोल रहा है. फीमेल जेंडर इज इक्विवेलेंट वेजाइन. All this is you really you thought कि female genitals is only vagina. और सच में मैं तो बोल रहा हूँ, is it real? You knew all this structure. There are also structures to them. So why is like every question I ask, everything all my questions will undergo party like this. Anyway. So, thank God I'm not asking urinary tract infection or a question. Otherwise they would have also gone into question. Bacteria will also start saying, but I don't want to go there. I want to go into the urethra. Because urinary tract is there. Okay. So prepuce is going to cover the finally. Homologous organ, last class also I told you. Follow that, homologous organ. So if that is covering the penis, then this should cover the clitoris. On the calculus book. D penis DP. Integrate करो zero clitoris. थोड़ी देर ऐसा सवाल पूछा है. So anyways. So over here, one point, write it down. Labia minora is reddish pink in color. Due to presence of high vascularity, and a large number of sensory nerve endings, making it the most sensitive area of the female genitalia. Now understand why I tell you when nature was creating females, so many decision making was done in such a beautiful way. Do you observe? There is a portion separate for birth, genital, separate urinary. Males के लिए same genital urinary. अच्छा वो erection उससे करो. Females के लिए for erection there is a separate organ. Our department different. Write it down. Clitoris is a erogenous. Erogenous. Clitoris is a erogenous muscular structure located anterior to labia minora, guarded by prepuce. जब लिखी रहे हो तो लगे हाथ एक पॉइंट और लिख लो. Unlike labia minora, labia majora possesses hair follicles. Unlike labia minora, labia majora possesses hair follicles, sweat glands, etc. मतलब normal skin में जो रहता है, all those things are present in labia majora. हाँ. What did I say? Labia majora possesses sweat glands and hair follicles. That means labia minora does not contain sweat gland, nor it contains hair follicles. ठीक है? Fourth. So, do you observe this, that if you open up the labia minora over here, then within them there is present a sort of a area, space. This is over here, so this is looking like this because of, not because of nature, because of my artwork. In nature, it has got more like a diamond shaped arrangement, like this. Diamond is not that kohinoor. There is that cards, diamond, that shape. So write it down. Next point. The diamond shaped space formed in between the folds of labia minora is known as vestibule. Now remember this word all throughout. Wherever we use the word vestibule, that means it is a structure which is connecting two things. Have you ever traveled in a mail express train? That's right. Okay? Correct. So the two bogies, they are connected by that collapsible gate wala area. What do we call that? Vestibule. Near the toilet of a train, there is an area where you walk and it shakes a lot. That area is the vestibule. Even in metro also you get it. Vestibule. The area, last year did you read vestibule? Last year, read or not read? Where? Don't say vestibular apparatus. I'm not talking, that is vestibular. Even overall there is vestibule. Where is the vestibule? Which connects the hearing part and the balance part. The cochlea and the semicircular canal. Where else did you study vestibule? See, this is the reason I'm telling you. If you know this, you will connect everything. What she's saying is that when she chews chewing gum and when the teacher enters, the place where she hides it, where do you hide it? Which? That is vestibule. That's what it's saying. So, you see, vestibule means always there is a space in between, connecting things. Got it? Now, not even niche. When you hide chewing gum there, it will come out while you speak. Okay. Okay. कपड़ा खुद होता है नहीं तो जो होता होगा उसका तो क्या च्युइंग का होता है मालूम है? हाँ वही. So you see here also labia minora, the connecting area, the space, that is the vestibule. Continue writing. Characterized by six apertures. This is the most confusing part. Initial days when we had to place catheter, do you know catheter, urinary catheter in a patient? So initial days whenever we had to place catheter inside a female, 90% time, even I also used to do the same thing that you are doing. Everything goes inside the vagina. So initially, as soon as you place the catheter, you may wow, directly went inside the catheter. Then like inside, so no problem. But then you realize no urine is coming out. Then you will ask your senior to check or the professor to check, and he or she is going to tell her, "Dekho, vagina barabar." Because there are 6 apertures present over here. So you actually have to place it inside the urethra, not in the vagina. That is a tricky part. So let's see what are the apertures present over here. So number 1, remember, this is called as the urethral orifice. Okay, this is the urethral orifice. And this is going to be the, so you see urethral orifice is so small comparatively. And this one is the, so you say vagina is a part of internal genitalia. We are studying external genitalia. So this is the, very good. This is not the vagina. Vagina, like I said, is the fibromuscular tube. It is the orifice of vagina. It's the vaginal opening. So vagina is not a part of external genitalia, but its opening can be present. All right. So how many apertures left? Correct. 4 more left. So you see, this is urethra. So around this urethra, there are 2 apertures, which are apertures of 2 glands. So since they are surrounding the urethra, so we call it para-urethral gland. So you will see these apertures of para-urethral gland. It is also known as gland of Skinny. Para-urethral gland or gland of Skinny. It is also known as, this gland is present inside the vestibule. So it is also known as lesser vestibular gland. It is also known as lesser vestibular gland. We are discussing about one thing only, no? Para-urethral gland of Skinny is also known as lesser, L-E-S-S-E-R, lesser vestibular, V-E-S-T-I-B-U-L-A-R, vestibular gland. Written? How many more left? 2 more left. So if there is a lesser vestibular gland, there must be a larger, but we call it greater vestibular gland. So remember, here there are apertures for greater vestibular gland, or also known as Bartholin's gland. Okay, known as the Bartholin's gland. Now 6 aperture complete. 1 urethra, 1 vagina, 2 para-urethra, and 2 para-vagina. Bolo to 2 Bartholin. So 6 apertures are there. Now you will see that this vagina is guarded by a membranous structure, curtain-like structure, that is called as the hymen. hymen is not like hi, HI, HYMEN. Okay, HYMEN. The curtain-like structure, the thin curtain-like structure covering the vagina is called as hymen. Membrane, it's the thin membrane. Got it? I'll still time is there. Yeah? All right. So this is good news. This is all about the external genital. So if you are done, then we can talk about the internal genital. You can proceed or any question? So write it down, everyone. Write down. Labia minora. Put a hyphen. Put a hyphen. Write down. Urethra. Urethra. Beneath that, write down. Skinny's gland. Skinny's gland. Arrow hyphen, हाँ चलेगा. So skinny's gland. Hyphen or arrow. Write down. Prostate. Homologous. Then write down Bartholin's gland with arrow or hyphen. Cowper's gland. Do you observe? These are homologous organs. If you want to complete the list, actually the list is very long. I'm just giving you those which are important at your level. If you want to complete it, you can just add major and minor. In this list, you can add majora and with majora what you will add? In this list, the list that you have written just now, if you have to add majora, so along with that, what will you write? हाँ, सबका जाम क्यों है? 3 बार में 21 समझते हो? बाप रे, दिमाग खोल कर तो देखो, बोलेगा इंडिया. कौन सा गैस देगा दादा? फेसबुक या कौन सा? तो मार्क ज़करबर्ग क्या करने की कोशिश कर रहा है? कि दिमाग खोलो और आंसर करो. नहीं समझ रहे हो तुम लोग? मार्क ज़करबर्ग भी ये चाह रहा है. तो ठीक है. So this is the these are the homologous. अब क्लियर हो गया जरा? All right. So now we can talk about. So do you observe one thing over here more? Homologous organ P for a P and B for a B. Bartholin, bulbourethral. Prostate, paraurethral. P for a P and B for a B. So don't get confused here. Don't interchange. So you remember, I'll give you a trick. All right. So once we have discussed about the external genitals, now let us talk about the internal genitals. Okay? All right. How is the actual aim? Like first we need to know how is external genitalia related to the internal genitalia. Anybody has got a clear idea? How is external genitalia related to the internal genitalia? Is it related or they are two discrete things? Related. How? Look. To the urethra and vagina and anything else? Cervix, where does cervix come up? vaginal orifice and the vagina. Okay, let's see. Suppose what do? Is we take up non-deodorant tabs. Take a hand. And let's consider a female and chalk like this. ठीक है? यहाँ से ऊपर वाला portion, bring it up, throw it away. अच्छा keep it aside. इसको वाला शब्द मत लगा. Throw it away. Keep it aside. बाद में चिपका दे. And after that, you chop it like vertical. अरे vertical ना ऐसा. क्या? तो one side, कोई भी like right side, left side जो भी है, take it. So how will it look like? I'll just give you a brief idea so that you can connect. So suppose this is the back area, the buttock area, the thigh area, and this is suppose the lower abdomen and the thigh area. So you will observe this is one fold of tissue. One have to be thrown away and kept aside. So this is basically labia major. Now what did I tell you? It's a book inside which there is another book. So if you observe, then naturally you are going to see that inside there is another fold. This is going to be labia minora, quite obvious. Now here in this area, what are we expecting? Muscles. Which one? If this is a muscle, how sweet. Still not acquainted with the labelings. Towards the anterior side, if this is labia minora, I am saying this is a chunk of muscle. This is clitoris. Muscular, na? Cavernous muscles are present over there. So this is that clitoris. Now remember, now you will apply common sense. Anteriorly, if there is an aperture, there is aperture anteriorly. So whose aperture is this? Urethral aperture. And that means this is the aperture which will connect to the right, it will connect to the urinary bladder. And if there is an aperture which is present behind, this is the orifice for the vagina. And this is actually the vagina, and this goes like that. It goes like this. So this part is the vagina. And do you know what is this portion? Yes, this is the uterus. This entire bag-like structure, can you understand? This entire bag-like structure is uterus. And the junction between the vagina and the uterus is cervix. So this area is cervix. Now if this is the cervix and the uterus, and what is this? This is the oviduct or the fallopian tube. And now I hope everybody will be able to tell me. There's no way. So basically this is how the arrangement looks like. This is the relation between the external genitalia and the internal genitalia. So this is the correlation between this picture and what we are going to draw next. Here, this is the reason you understand that if a lady conceives, have you ever noticed that when a lady conceives a baby, she many a times loses control over her urination? Now you understand why? No. Yes, the entire weight is present on the urinary bladder. So how long she can control it? So beyond a certain developmental stage, beyond a certain weight, she won't be able to control the urination, and many a times there is incontinence, mane no control in urination. This is the reason which takes place. Okay, all right. So once we have discussed this part, now we will talk about the real internal genitalia, and now we are not going to see it from the side view, we will see it from the front view. And no more chopped up section. क्या बोलने की कोशिश करें, क्या चाहिए? हाँ, तू बता दे बस एक बात. नहीं बोल दे. अच्छा बोल दो. देख अभी थोड़ी देर पहले उसको बुला रहा था, अभी उसको बुला रहा है. क्या हो क्या गया? हाँ क्या चाहिए, मतलब वही मैं पूछ रहा हूँ, चाहिए क्या? दुनिया कर लो, दुनिया मुक्ति में कौन बोलता है? अरे नहीं, ये कोई टेलीकॉम कंपनी बोलता होगा. आप BSNL या वोडाफोन या कोई बोलता होगा, एयरटेल बोलता होगा. क्या होता है? चुरा लिया तो मस्का लगा दिया ऐसे ही. एयरटेल का डायलॉग पूछता है. डन हो गया. अच्छा, how many still struggling? Raise the other hand. अबे other hand. डांस करते रहो, हाथ रेस करते रहो. समझ गए? Cervix is bracing. There is the cervix, there is the vagina, and here there is going to be the curtain, membrane. What is the membrane? Tell me how many still struggling? Raise the other hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here done. Follow the complete. Okay. Nowadays, remember, I am not going to tell anything, but use of mobile phone is strictly prohibited. Whatever, you cannot use it. Now it is here in the offline class, na? So I should have given you permission, but like I am told not to. So don't give it. I am not going to do anything. They are going to catch you up there. It's an app or whatever, you cannot use, like usage of mobile phone is prohibited. Earlier, I myself used to tell people, can click the photo, take photos. But that's what you do. So but I'm just telling you this. 2 दिन पहले ये आया था इसमें. मैं तो कुछ नहीं बोलूँगा, but ऐसे बता दूँ. How many steps are given? Left. ये बात पाओ. Okay, चलो slowly we will progress. So basically, there is a fruit called as pear. Have you seen that? Pear? Not pear, pear. It's not really naspati. It's basically a mix of naspati and guava. It tastes more like a guava, but it's not smoky. So, rest of the people, you have seen it? Pear. Usually, it's not a Bengali fruit, or it is found in Bengal much. So, from Bengal point of view, it is a little bit exotic, but if you go to Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand area, you get a lot wild inside. So, suddenly, why am I talking? Because inside the female internal genitalia there is a pear present. Pear-like organ present, organ uterus. Okay. So basically, there is really a pear present, but it is not a pear, it's an organ. You understand? So how does it is not really a pear-shaped organ, you should know it is an inverted pear-shaped organ. Pear क्या उल्टा लगता है. So how will it look like? Definitely not how it is. Peara means peara. Isn't it looking like a pear that has been inverted? You invert it again, you will see the shape of a pear. So this is the inverted pear-shaped structure which is called as uterus. Uterus is characterized by 3 apertures. 2 apertures are for the fallopian tubes. Okay. I'll repeat once again. It's an inverted pear-shaped structure. It's an inverted pear-shaped structure known as uterus. Known as uterus. Known as uterus, which is characterized by 3 apertures. Which is characterized by 3 apertures. Hyphen. Two for the fallopian tubes, 2 for the fallopian tubes, and 1 for the vagina. 1 for the vagina. Okay? Just write down. Full stop. Next point. Vagina is a fibromuscular tube-like structure. Vagina is a fibromuscular tube-like structure containing multiple mucosal folds known as rugae. Where else do you read rugae? Stomach. Very good. Stomach. And brain. Very good. In the heart phalanx, just behind your anterior teeth, maxilla. Don't you notice there is a rough surface? When you eat too much of hajmola, the area which gets eroded, that is rugae. So technically there are 3 rugae. 2 are present in both males and females, 1 extra is present in females. So females will be proud of rugae, 1 female. Okay. So that is why whenever you mention rugae, you have to mention the type. Like palatine rugae, like gastric rugae, like vaginal rugae. Okay, so whenever you mention rugae, what rugae you are talking about, that you have to mention. So, over here, क्या गजब पचर क्या चल रहा है? बस उसका चीटिंग चालू। तो नहीं समझ में आता, स्लो है तो स्पीड बढ़ाना एग्जाम में थोड़ी काम आएगा, उसके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट में बैठा हुआ है। एग्जाम में मालूम है यहाँ बड़ी स्ट्रिक्ट ऑब्जर्वेशन चलता है और कोड भी अलग रहेगा, अगल बगल क्या हो रहा है, और अगर सेम कोड भी दे दिया और वो अगले पन्ने पे चला गया और तेरे लिए वो पन्ना थोड़ी पढ़ के वापस आएगा एग्जाम, क्या हो रहे हो तो ये आदत छोड़ दे, ट्राई टू बी इंडिपेंडेंट। नहीं तो कुछ नहीं, हम लोग फिर मिलेंगे चलते चलते, जो मैं नहीं चाहता शक्ल देखना यहाँ पर, बाहर मिल जाए अच्छी बात है, यहाँ शक्ल देखना पसंद नहीं। लेकिन क्या कि तुम लोग बात मानते नहीं हो, अभी मैं फिर देखना चाहूंगा, फिर तू उसकी तरफ देखेगा, वो कोई बात नहीं। मैं नहीं, मेरा काम है कहना, तो क्या है कि ट्राई टू बी अ लिटिल बिट सेल्फ डिपेंडेंट। सच में जो दोस्ती आ रही है ना, जैसे मान लो कि ऐसे वो इसको ऐसे गप्पे मार रहा है और ये गप्पे सुन भी रहा है उसका पीछे मुड़ के। अब एक एग्जांपल दे देते हैं, सपोज ही गेट्स इनटू he is suppose काउंसलिंग के टाइम पे मालूम चला he is the last seat of let's say Kusum Devi Dental College, last seat, second round counseling, he is getting the last seat of Kusum Devi Dental College, KSDC. मतलब शॉर्ट ऑफ वही टोटल लास्ट थी, ठीक है। एंड इन दोनों ने ऐसे चीटिंग करके एग्जाम दिया कि हिज रैंक इज जस्ट 1 रैंक बिहाइंड इट। इसने अगर इसको पटा लिया कि भाई तू अपना सीट ड्रॉप कर दे, तो उस साल वो अंदर और ये बात। लेकिन अगर ये इसकी बात नहीं मानता है तो वो बात ये अंदर। समझ लो सिचुएशन। तो व्हाट डू यू थिंक, ये अपना सीट छोड़ेगा उसके लिए? तो दोस्ती यारी जो है यहां पर खत्म। सारा दोस्ती सारी यारी निकल जाएगा वही। तो रिमेंबर दिस। हाँ क्या बोल रहे सच में? और यहां पर तुम लोग जो बैठे हो ना, प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि सीट तो लिमिटेड है, and that is why the exam is called as competitive exam. उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से इसके बगल में बैठा हुआ ये, इसके बगल में बैठा हुआ ये, उसके बगल में बैठा हुआ वो, उसके पीछे बैठा हुआ ये, और आर कॉम्पिटिटर्स। तो बेसिकली अभी चाहे कितना भी तुम गप्पे मार लो, बट अल्टीमेटली सब एक दूसरे को कुचलने के लिए तैयार रहोगे। गॉट इट? तो ये तो हो गया, चलो ये तो सबको मालूम है। तो फिर मैं अचानक से बोल क्यों रहा हूं? मैं तो इन लोगों को छोड़ भी सकता हूँ। तो आज मैंने टॉपिक अचानक से क्यों पिकअप किया? बस इसलिए पिकअप किया कि अगर किसी को लगे, मान लो कि जैसे वो इसको बार बार डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है, उसके लिए अभी ये डिस्टर्बेंस नहीं है, लेकिन हो सकता है वो चला तो बंदा वो क्या सोच रहा है कि जब वो मेरा तो जैसे तैसे ये वाला रैंक मेरा डिमांड है, कोई भी सीट मिल जाए मेरा बस चलेगा। लेकिन क्या है कि इसको मुझे डिस्ट्रैक्ट करा देना ताकि ये भटके और मुझे रैंक मिल जाए इससे आगे वाला, ताकि कंफ्यूजन ही ना रहे कि इसको इससे पूछना पड़े, मांगना पड़े। और ये सॉर्ट ऑफ स्लो क्वेश्चनिंग कर रहे हैं, रोज इसको डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, रोज इसको डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं, डिस्टर्ब कर रहे हैं। अब करते करते इसमें पोटेंशियल था इससे आगे जाने का, लेकिन ये जा नहीं पाया। तो अगर लगे कि सोकॉल्ड तुम्हारा फ्रेंड तुम्हारे साथ ऐसी हरकत कर रहा है, वो तो कर ही सकता है, लेकिन यू आर अ ग्रोन अप, सब टीनेज क्रॉस करके एडोलेसेंस में आ चुके हो। तो नाउ इट इज योर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कि उस भड़काव में मत जाना और तुम अपना पोजीशन को मेंटेन रखने की कोशिश करो। सिर्फ ऐसे बाद में रोने से कुछ नहीं होता। और लेट मी टेल यू द ट्रूथ, डॉक्टर होता आते हो ना, तो डॉक्टर से ट्रूथ ले लो। आजकल रोने से कुछ नहीं मिलता, वो जमाना चला गया। चाहे लड़का हो चाहे लड़की हो, जितना रोकलू बनोगे उतनी पिटाई होगी तुम्हारी, मेरे से नहीं दुनिया से, इस जनरेशन से। तो अभी क्या है, हर चीज अपने दम पे छीनना पड़ता है। तुम अपने दम पे छीन सकते हो तो ठीक है, नहीं तो भाई कंपटीटिव एग्जाम बाबू तुम्हारे लिए नहीं। तो इसीलिए है कि दोस्ती यारी सब ठीक है, हंसी मजाक ठीक है, टिफिन शेयर करना भी ठीक है, और साथ में दारू सुट्टा भी ठीक है, का चल रहा हूं। लेकिन इसमें नहीं, एजुकेशन के लाइफ में नहीं। जो उस पे ही नहीं, जो बिजनेसमैन लोग होते हैं ना, उन्हीं का कहना होता है कि देखो भाई दोस्ती यारी ठीक है, पैसों के मामले में नहीं। पैसों के मामले से आपने वो बिजनेस के साथ सब अपना बिजनेसमैन गिरी दिखाने लगते और उसको बोलते हैं प्रोफेशनलिज्म। तो दोस्ती यारी ठीक है, इन दोनों आपस में दोस्त बन सकते हैं, लेकिन जब एजुकेशन की बातें चल रही है तब नहीं, जब प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है उस टाइम पे नहीं। प्रिपरेशन के टाइम पे तू अपना प्रिपरेशन खत्म, अभी प्रिपरेशन हो चुका है, आज का हो गया, कोटा खत्म, ठीक है। साथ में जो मर्जी करो, गाना वाना गाओ, कैराओके गाओ, जो करना है करो, चलो कूदो। लेकिन जब प्रिपरेशन चल रहा है, रिमेंबर यू आर ऑन योर ओन। तुम्हारे बस शुभचिंतक दो ही है, बस दो। एक है तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स और दूसरा तुम्हारे टीचर। इसके अलावा इस दुनिया में, एंड आई एम टेलिंग इट सो राइट फ्रॉम दिस प्लेटफॉर्म, इस दुनिया में कोई माइका लाल नहीं है जो तुम्हारा अच्छा चाहता हो, एक्सेप्ट फॉर योर पेरेंट्स एंड योर टीचर्स। और उसका रीजन ये है कि तुम सक्सेसफुल तो तुम्हारे पेरेंट्स सक्सेसफुल, तुम सक्सेसफुल तुम्हारे टीचर सक्सेसफुल, बाकी किसी का कोई लेना देना नहीं। तुम्हारे दोस्त का तो और है ही, और दोस्त के माँ बाप उसका तो और भी नहीं है, क्या समझे? तो इसलिए क्या है कि जब प्रिपरेशन का टाइम है तब पेरेंट्स और टीचर्स इनके अलावा किसी पे नहीं भरोसा करना, कुछ भी पूछना हो इन्हीं से पूछना, बाकी किसी से नहीं। कोई नहीं चाहता है तुम्हारा हो, ठीक है ना, सब चाहते हैं उसका अपना हो जाए, ठीक है ना। है चलो, तो ऑब्जर्व ओवर हियर द वैजाइनल रूगेट। नाउ रिमेंबर, और यू कैन राइट इट डाउन, द ओपनिंग टुवर्ड्स द वैजाइना, द यूटेराइन ओपनिंग टुवर्ड्स द वैजाइना, फुल स्टॉप देखे, द यूटेराइन ओपनिंग टुवर्ड्स द वैजाइना, उसी पॉइंट पे फुल स्टॉप देखे थे। द यूटेराइन ओपनिंग टुवर्ड्स द वैजाइना, यूटेराइन ओपनिंग हुआ ना, यूटेराइन ओपनिंग टुवर्ड्स द वैजाइना is muscular and is known as cervix, cervix. Cervix, C-E-R-V-I-X. ठीक है, look at this picture and can you correlate with that? तो डू यू ऑब्जर्व कि बेसिकली ये ना ऐसे आगे की तरफ जा रहा है, ये इस तरीके से कर्व होके जा रहा है ऐसे। सो ये पोर्शन जो है वजाइना, और यहां से कर्व हुआ क्योंकि यहाँ पर क्या है, यूरिनरी ब्लैडर है यहाँ पर, तो वजाइना जो है वो ऐसे करके जाके ऐसे आ रहा है। तो तुमने अगर सेक्शन किया तो दिखेगा था ऐसे, बट एक्चुअली इसके अंदर एक फ्रंट की तरफ कर्वेचर, और उस कर्वेचर में यूरिनरी ब्लैडर है। ऑलराइट, सो नाउ if we proceed ahead, तो do you observe, ये लिखना नहीं है, मतलब लेबल कर लो बस, अलग से लिखना नहीं है। Do you say cervix का दो ओपनिंग है, one opening is basically towards the uterus, another opening is towards the vagina, correct? So the opening towards the vagina जो है, that is called as external os. तो नेचुरली इस ओपनिंग का क्या नाम होगा? वेरी गुड। तो दिस इज द इंटरनल ऑस। ऑस कम्स अ गुड क्वेश्चन, सब लोग सुन लो, लास्ट ईयर भी पढ़े हो तुम लोग, लेकिन ऐसे कोई बताएगा तो है। ऑस्टिया, so last year you read a word ostia, माने opening. So it comes up from that word. So os means opening. So if it is an aperture towards the uterus, so internal, it is an aperture towards the exterior, so external. Alright. Now remember the other two openings. So over here you will see that there is a pipeline. Okay, pipeline. Now pipeline is going to become dilated. So what did I teach you? Any dilated duct. हमारा है ना? So this is called as ampulla. The dilated duct is called as ampulla. This is ampulla. And if this ampulla is becoming funnel shaped, so this funnel shaped area will be called as infundibulum. ठीक है? Now last year again you have read connecting structure को क्या बोलते हैं? Infundibulum बोलते हैं। Now remember, यहाँ पर this pipeline, this ampulla needs to be connected to this body. So you have studied last year again. Suppose there are two lobes of a gland, connecting structure, क्या बोलते हैं उसको? हाँ बोल, isthmus, very good. So thyroid follicle, याद है? Isthmus. So this is isthmus. So basically, we see that there is this isthmus, there is this ampulla, and this area is going to be the infundibulum, whose ends are imbriated. These are finger-like projections or fimbria. And in the same way, it will be present on either side. Your classes too? Oh. Your class started? At 2 to 4 class. This red portion is the isthmus. Yellow portion is the ampulla. And the green part, that is infundibulum. Isthmus, ampulla, and infundibulum. And infundibulum has finger-like projections, fimbriae. Okay, fimbriae. And of course, this is the part where it is going to hold the ovary. And this is the ovary. Okay, so two sides there are the pair of ovaries.
Sir,
Ah,
sir, why the left side ovary is big, whereas the right side is small?
पहले तो मुझे ये बता कि स्कूल में आजकल क्या चल रहा है, टीचर एंटर करने पे क्या होता है आजकल स्कूल किसका? So over here, you see that if this is the uterus, then remember there is this, inside there is this muscular layer. It is all smooth muscle. Which muscle? Smooth muscle. And this smooth muscle is going to be lining this entire area. And you remember I told you cervix is more muscular in nature. So this is that muscular cervix. Now remember, what? Pointing foot equals the every structure. Okay. So remember this. This muscle, smooth muscle wala layer which is present over here, this is called as myometrium. M-Y-O-M-E-T-R I-U-M. M-Y-O M-E-T-R-I-U-M. Myometrium. And जो सबसे बाहर वाला है, this outermost purple color, peri, very good. So it is in the periphery, so perimetrium. Metrium word माने it is something to do with uterus. Myo माने muscle. Beautiful color, such violet color. There's another color, can? Violet. It has got a wavelength of approximately 400 nanometers. Okay, that is perimetrium. Okay. Next, remember, there is present another layer. Yes, this layer will be innermost. So innermost के लिए what prefix we are going to use? Endo. So we will call it as endometrium. And inside this endometrium, what you will observe is that there are large number of there are large number of endometrial glands. Okay, so these are the endometrial glands. This one, endometrial gland or perimetrium. See, this one is endometrium, this one is myometrium, and this one is perimetrium. Okay. And these are the endometrial glands. Check, all the ligaments are there. Perimetrium, myometrium, endometrium, and endometrial gland. What is present in between? Extra. Sorry. Sir, you can label it like this. I think it's better to. This is the cervix. The cervix has two openings. There are the internal and the external walls. Okay.
Sir, is the ovary attached to skin, right?
First, tell me what is the current etiquette going when a teacher enters the class. Do you know? What is the modern behavioral etiquette going when teacher enters the class in school? Do you know? Disconnect. Okay. So, over here, you will observe, suppose this is the entire structure, but this structure is not present just like this. Is a very delicate structure and needs cushioning, needs protection. Now, if you observe it, it's like this. So here there are some of them holding two tennis balls. That's going to be the ovaries. And this is the uterus. Okay? So it's like that. Now, have you ever seen how people like, it's a little bit old method, but how people laminate? Have you noticed? Nowadays, so they put it in the jacket and then they pass it to the machine. But earlier, what people used to do is they used to put in plastic jackets and they used to do blowers, hot blowers. And it gets adhered to it. So imagine I'm standing like this. Now you take a A size plastic and you drop on me, and then you hot air. So you understand that I'm going to get laminated fully, including everything. Okay, similar thing happens over here. Now, let us understand. So actually what happens is that here there is here there is a lamination program going. Okay, here there is this, it's fully laminated. But since I've chopped off, so you can only see the outline and it is present behind it. But original picture wise, it was present the front side also. So, over here, do you observe that if I laminate it, then a layer is going to form over here as well? That means there will be a layer which is covering the perimetrium. This layer, see, this is a connective tissue. Actually, it is not a plastic jacket.